Hello, uterus owning humans, and welcome to a nice quick yoga flow that would help with period pain, indigestion, and anything involving the sort of lower abdomen part of the human body. As many of us own uteruses and deal with the monthly consequences of that, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seat, making sure you're wearing comfortable clothes and just starting to get back into the body, acknowledging what is there and trying to feel it without judgment. Seeing if you can lengthen your inhales and your exhales just a little bit, and letting the belly move as it wants to with every breath. Just finding a sense of peace within your own skin. And from here, I am going to take my hands to heart center just to set an intention for the practice today. And you can dedicate your practice to a being or a deity. But my intention for you is that you are pain-free at the end of this time and at the end of our time together. I'm hoping that you can find some alleviation and some relief from pressure, tension, and pain. From here, just start to roll gently into the neck, taking some time to roll the neck from side to side, being careful if you move the head backwards. And as always, if there's somewhere that is tight or sticky, just pause and spend some time in that spot. I know that I carry a lot of tension here in my neck, which is why I like to start at this part of my body. And from here, we're going to bring hands to the center. Inhale, reach, and exhale, right hand to left knee, looking over the left shoulder if the neck allows for a twist. And twists are great if you are feeling period pain or indigestion because of the squeezing in your abdomen. Seeing if you can lengthen on every inhale and twist deeper on every exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand to right knee, looking over that right shoulder, twisting deeply. But making sure the body is comfortable and happy while you are here. Again, seeing if you can lengthen the spine on every inhale and twist a little bit deeper on every exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind. We're going to move onto hands and knees now, making sure knees are under hips and sending chest back to child's pose. Taking some time here, either wiggle the hips from side to side or find some stillness. Knees apart for space or belly on thighs for support. This is a great resting child's pose that'll help alleviate pressure and alleviate tension and pain. Breathe deeply while you're here, making sure hands and arms are comfortable. Inhale, lift the head, and from here, we're actually going to come to hands and knees. Wrists under elbows, knees under hips. Cleaning your mat a little bit if you need to. And we're going to prepare for some cat-cow. Inhale up, arching the spine, and exhale, rounding it out. Inhale, arch up, take the whole breath. And exhale, rounding it out, taking your time. Inhale up. And exhale, round. Inhale, arching the spine up, and exhale, rounding it out. From here, make whatever natural movements you need to in the spine, rocking backwards and forwards from side to side, moving however feels good for you and your body on this day. Take whatever movements you need, whatever feels good, pausing, rolling and rocking and wriggling through the spine. Come back to find a neutral spine, and we are going to come down onto forearms and step down into a plank just for a little bit, just a gentle plank to bring some heat into our core. And then we're going to lower the hips and come into Sphinx Pose. While you're here, spreading hands nice and wide and lifting up and out of the shoulders. Whether or not you contract the glutes is up to you in your practice, making sure, however, that you are comfortable and that there is no pressure in the lower back. If this is uncomfortable, lower down off the elbows and take a baby cobra. But these kinds of poses are really nice. We're going to push up onto plank and take a lifted up dog. You can see by my face here that this is quite a tight pose for me today. Taking some rocks and some rolls, lifting out of the shoulders, making sure back is happy. And we're going to exhale into our down dog. Taking some time here, bending one knee and the other, bicycling the legs, just working into that back body and warming up, making sure you are nice and comfortable. While you're here, aiming to send the sit bones up and aiming to send the heels towards the floor, but they never have to actually touch. Making sure shoulders are nice and happy. Pausing here, taking your time and just settling, as down dog is meant to be a resting pose. Slowly step the feet forward to meet the hands. Again, moving into the backs of the legs here, doing whatever movements you need to. Adjust your leggings if you like, before grabbing opposite elbows with each hand and rocking gently from side to side for a ragdoll. Moving into the side body and just stretching into the back and the backs of the legs. Letting arms and head be nice and heavy here. Taking your rocks. We'll be here for a little while still. Shaking the head, nodding the head, aiming to release tension in the neck. Release the hands, let them brush the mat. Taking whatever movements before we clasp hands at the lower back and send them over to the mat in a forward fold. Palms aiming to touch, and if you're hypermobile like I am in the elbows, take a micro bend. Alleviating pressure in the shoulders, sending head towards knees as bent as they need to be. Inhale, lift, and exhale, letting the hands go before we slowly roll up to standing. From here, step sideways onto your mat to prepare for either goddess pose or malasana. Inhale, reach hands up, and exhale, coming down halfway for goddess or all the way down into malasana if that's in your practice. Just take some time here to get into the hips, using the elbows to push the knees away from you, lifting up and out of the shoulders. Pause here. This is a great pose for uterus owners, as it alleviates pressure in the groin and in the lower abdomen, and is great for opening your sacral chakra. Take some movements here, just moving into those hips before we come up. Come to the front of your mat and join me in a seat, however works for you, knees into the chest. Pause, and then we're going to wrap the left arm around the knees and exhale, right hand behind for another twist. looking over the right shoulder if the neck is happy. If not, look straight ahead. There'll be quite a lot of twists in this practice, and it is not something that I recommend for humans who are pregnant due to that. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, unwind. And on your next exhale, you're going to twist to the other side, right hand wrapping around the knees, looking over the left shoulder, repeating the twist onto the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind. I'm turning to face you guys, and we are going to take Badokanasana, my favorite asana. Knees flop open, feet open like a book. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tilting the pelvis forward like a bowl. And just finding a sense of stillness here as you open into those inner thighs. Again, shaking the head, moving the neck to find that sense of tension release. If you like here, you can also give yourself a little foot massage. Feels quite good. Inhale, lift. And we are going to come into a straddle. Making sure you're comfortable. Inhaling it up. And exhale, come forward. I'm going to grab a block here because I'm quite tight, so use whatever props you need. A great substitute for a block is a nice thick book or a big Tupperware container filled with something like rice. Keep breathing while you're here, keeping feet active, seeing if you can turn the quadriceps on. Inhale, come up, putting the block away. We are now going to prepare for Shavasana, bringing right knee into the chest and letting it fall open, or putting the foot into the hip for lotus Shavasana. I think it's B. I'm doing this because the pressure of my heel into my lower abdomen really helps with the period pain. But if you don't have the knee flexibility, just take the normal variation. Again, I'm shaking into my head, trying to release tension in the neck. Your focal point, your drishti, is your toenail. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, come up. We're going to do the same pose on the other side. So bringing left knee in, letting it fall to the left-hand side. Foot either on the inner thigh or bringing it in for the lotus variation. Making sure you do the same on both sides. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. I'm letting myself round into the back a little bit because this is a more restorative practice. And your focal point, your drishti, is your right big toenail. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, unwind. Bringing the leg back out, we are going to take a normal forward fold. Actually, sorry, I'm lying to you. Am I? No, I'm grabbing a block because I need the support. So for your normal forward fold, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. You can round into the back a little bit here, as this is a more restorative pose. We'll be here for quite a while. Either bending the knees slightly, or if you have the flexibility, knees flat, but making sure you are comfortable and supported here. I'm wiggling quite a lot because it was difficult to get comfortable, but once you are comfortable, see if you can find a sense of stillness. Forward folds are great for abdomen, either digestion or period pain, because they're quite supportive. We're protecting all of our soft, squishy internal organs when we fold over like this, and it feels really good. We're going to come up No, we're not. We're going a little bit deeper. Seeing if you can find a little bit more depth in this pose as you get more comfortable. Making sure shoulders are nice and relaxed. From here, we're going to come up, putting the props away. I'm putting my bolster nearby for Shavasana. But before we get into Shavasana, we're going to do some other things. So come onto the back, bringing knees into the chest. Take some nice rocks and rolls, moving into that low back, giving it a nice massage, alleviating tension there, and the knees feel really good pressed to the chest like this. From here, we're going to grab the outsides of the foot with the hands, fingers wrapping over the soles of the feet for happy baby, aiming to get knees into armpits and rocking from side to side here. We'll be in happy baby for no longer, bringing the feet together, grabbing them with the hands for Supta Badokanasana, holding onto the feet like this, and again taking some wriggles if you like. Coming out of Supta Badokanasana, I'm going to bring my legs up, and you have the option here of placing your legs up against the wall or just holding them up wherever you are. I obviously don't have a wall available, but this is a really great restorative pose, getting all sorts of drainage out of the legs. It's really great for if you retain water during this time of the month. So make sure you're comfortable here. We'll be here for a little while, finding a sense of relax, finding a sense of release. And it's not about how straight your legs are or how flexible your hamstrings are. It's about the release here in this pose. When you come down, bring the knees back into the chest. Take a couple more rocks before we take some twists, sending knees over to the right hand side, arms wide or above the head in a cactus. Stacking the knees on top of each other and just letting everything go. Bringing knees back into the center before letting them fall over to the left hand side, looking over the right shoulder if the neck allows, if not, look up. And again, relaxing deeply into this twist. Bringing knees back into the chest for the last time, second last time. We're going to prepare for Shavasana now, making sure that you are comfortable. As you can see, I'm going to put a bolster under my knees because when I'm on my cycle, I find that having all of my back onto the ground in Shavasana feels the best. If you'd like, you can grab a blanket, a pillow, something to cover your eyes, whatever you need to get comfortable. Placing the hands either open, palms up, or left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly like I am. Trying to get the wiggles out as much as you can before settling down and letting this quick practice sink in and letting all of the benefits sink into your body. I'm moving both hands and placing them on my lower belly, where my uterus is. If you'd like to, the pressure there can feel quite nice. Also reminding me of my intention behind this practice, which was to alleviate pain. Slowly start to reawaken the body, moving through the fingers and the toes, rotating through the wrists and the ankles. Stretch hands over the head for a nice big full body stretch. When you're ready, bringing the knees into the chest, one last hug. If you like, a couple more rocks from side to side. Before moving and rolling over onto the right hand side, just to pause here. Before coming up, joining me in a comfortable seat. Try to keep eyes closed and relaxed as you join me here. Take a moment here, either palms up to receive or palms on the knees to retain your energy, and just to bring your mind back to the intention that you set at the beginning of this practice. I I hope that you are feeling a little bit less pain in your body and that you feel a little bit more peaceful in your skin. From here, we press hands together in front of the chest, Anjali Mudra. And we press thumbs to the forehead for clear and loving thoughts, thumbs to the heart center for clear and loving intentions, and hands to the mouth for clear and loving communications. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I'll see you next time. Please remember to engage with a like or a subscribe or a comment, and I will see you next time.